Hi there, I'm Dart. Welcome to this video that Alice decided to make to thank and celebrate all her 2,000 followers on Instagram. She did a poll on the stories and you choose a Q&A to get an answer to all your common questions. Now, if you allow me, I'll take my leave. I have cat business that I need to take care of.
Let's start with the video. Start with the first question. This is the question that I have received the most since I've started, and it is: are you a witch? Guys, I'm not. I'm not pagan. I'm not a witch. I'm not a Wiccan. This is just my aesthetic. I'm obviously a gothic girl, and the fact that most of my set I dress up like a witch, but not even always. It's just a personal taste. I always like witches, and I read a lot of comics about them and lots of stories, and I like them, and TV show also. But I'm not related in any way to their culture or their religion, and I'm really not interested in that. I like it. I like work also with people that are actually witches, but I'm not going to become one. I'm just not who I am. But I want to say that because lots of you has reached me asking for actually spells and having some needed. So I just want to say that I can fulfill that. I can't help you with that, but I have lots of friends that are actually pagan. So if you're interested, just ask me and I will give you their account so you can talk properly with them. Moving forward to the other question, I have here some really basic questions for those of you that don't know me, like how old I am, and I'm 27. And are you single? No, I'm not. I'm in a relationship since more than 1 year, and you can see a sneak peek of my boyfriend in my Instagram page because I'm trying to do some really basic photo also with him. And how is my cat? My cat Dart is very fine. Now he's sleeping, so it won't be in this video probably. And then, have you ever slept in a cemetery? No. Did you? Not only it's creepy, it's cold, but it's also dangerous. But I mean, that's your choice. Then, some of you asked me, would you come to Louisiana and visit some voodoo shops? I will love to come to visit America, but also other part, and I will answer to that in a moment. But I really like voodoo shops. I don't know if there exist any of them here. I would like to buy something, but not because I believe in that. It's just because I'm interested. But I would love to visit that. Okay, another question is: what about a got makeover to your boyfriend or one of your friends? And I volunteer. I would love to do that. That's a really cute idea because my boyfriend likes a lot to be a part of this transformation and play and also games like LARP, and so it will be very fun. And it's okay to also put some makeup. He likes it. And if you want, if you, my friend, want to receive a makeover, it will be very fun. But also, I will incorporate not only the fashion part, but also a whole makeover. So it will be a lot. But if you want, I'll be really happy. Okay, another question is: where is your favorite place you've been, and where would you like to go? That's a beautiful question. If I had the money, I would go visit any place on the earth. But my favorite place is London, or I also liked it a lot Birmingham. I haven't traveled a lot, but England has all the details that I like in a place: the weather, the architecture, the style. I don't know, I felt really at home there. But also I like simple places, like not a city or countries. I like being in the forest, on just taking a walk in the park. But if I had the money, I would definitely go to visit China and Japan, because I'm really interested in their culture. I want to see and visit everything. I also buy everything. And then I will move to more far countries like America and Australia. And my favorite place at all, I think that will be the I don't know if in English has the same name, but the Easter Island, maybe Isola di Pasqua. Yes, the one with the ginormous head. It's such a mystery that I really like, and I want to go visit them. Then another question, which is more of a suggestion. It would be awesome if you could make a video with your god friends. I'll be really happy about that. I have to say that not all of them are goth in the sense of the subculture, but just alternative, because I know that here there is a lot of elitism, so I don't want to put a label that is not actually the truth. So if you're interested in that, I'll be really happy to have some guests here. Another question. Have you ever been in a job interview dressed like a goth? How did they treat you? That's really fun, because I did. It was part of the request for the job, because one day I had this interview to act in a part of a TV show. It was just one day shooting, and it was a goth girl, actually a real vampire role. It was really fun to do, and in the interview I had to dress up very heavy, and also during the role I had to put a lot of makeup compared to what I usually do. It was really fun, also my only experience as an actress, and I really enjoyed that. I'm not sure if I'm going to work again with them, because they like to change people constantly to make the show more real. And I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say what show it is, because it's like no secret, but you can say the truth. You can just imagine what show was. Sorry about that. Another question is, have you ever been disrespected just because of your look? So many times. So many times, and I think that everyone that belongs to an alternative subculture, no matter which one is every day facing the ignorance of people that use every single things of you to destroy you, to bully you, just because they don't know why you're dressed like that. Most of the people is just mean. They stopped you on the streets while you're working, and they say whatever they think in the moment. Like, it's not Halloween, why you're dressed like that? Are you a witch? What are you doing dressed like a witch? Why are you dressing on in black? What does it means that symbol you're wearing? Or some of them also think that you're a freak and they avoid you. But there are also nicer people that stops you and ask you, generally curious about you, why you're dressed like that, and they want to know more and know more about you, and they're really really interested. And I like that a lot, because it's really nice to have the chance to meet someone that doesn't know a thing about you, but they want to learn more about something that's completely new and different from their lifestyle. So there is still hope on that, but Italy, it's very closed about fashion and different way to live. So it's still a fight, but I didn't have so many negative experience about that. It happens, but it's mostly the same scene, the same things repeating over and over. So it's not getting worse, luckily. Okay, another two questions that are linked to the previous one are: have you ever been catcalled? Mm, Not so often, luckily, especially because I'm very different compared to the other girls here in Rome. Almost no one is got here, and most of the gods are dressed like that only during night event and the Saturday night. So there aren't so many, and lots of men and boys don't want to approach me because of that. But when they do it in a really goofy way because they don't know why you're dressed like that, and they try to say something that may be related, and that's really, I mean, uncomfortable. Like they call you witch or vampire, or one day I remember one of them called me Mortisia, thinking that it was trying to insult me. But I mean, I was so pleased. I say to him, "Oh my God, thank you so much. I'm so happy." And he didn't know what to say after. So, I mean. And the last question: what are the worst misconceptions about the gods? Oh, this is a very big argument. But I want to talk only about the Italian reality because this is what I know better, and I don't know if in your country is different. I know something about in the web community, but since I'm not sure, I'm gonna only speak for myself and talk about my experience here. And here, since Italy is a really Catholic country, people, the moment they see you wearing black pentacles and hunk and crosses and Halloween stuff, they immediately think that you are Satanist. So this is the first misconception. Everyone can be Satanist. Doesn't matter how you dress up. Of course, if you're wearing a symbol of that religion, it's obvious. But lots of people like to wear that symbol without being Satanist. So, but that's up to you. I usually don't. Like I don't wear crosses because I'm not Catholic, so I don't want to be related to them. But this is my personal choice. So the first misconception is the religion, and the second one is there is a big community here in Italy of real vampire, which is you don't know where they are. It's not exactly a subculture. It's like a belief. They believe in energy through the blood, through the nature, and they drink blood in a legal way. If you want to know more, I may suggest you to go to Wikipedia and find out. But here in Italy, they are more than 2000, and the most famous one is Orsat, and he went on TV lots of time and spoke a lots of time of how does it work, and so since they like to wear Victorian and Gothic style, it's all often associated with that. And I don't know if you know South Park, but in South Park there is the emo subculture, the goth subculture, and the vampire one. So they're really close to each other, but they're not the same things. So this is the second one. In Italy, is just that. The other misconceptions are on the internet. So the questions are over, but if you want to know more about some of them, or if you're interested in what I've said and you want to ask more, I can answer in the comment or do a separate video if the topic is very big. And I just want to say that here in Italy, the Gothic subculture is different compared to the other world, and the main reason about that is that in Italy it has a different name, and it is the only country in the world to have a different name for goth, which is dark. We called ourselves the dark people, and if you want to know more about that and how that changed in the year, you can ask me. I will be very pleased to let you know more. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, next question. Likes and dislikes in a guide. Don't worry.